It's now time for Trendwave. And who else to better tell us what is happening in the social media space other than Elizabeth Musa, who joins us this morning. Good morning to you, Lizzie, and how are you doing?
Great. Good morning, Joe Oluchi.
Good morning. So what's trending really?
Oh, you want to know? Of course, there's lots trending, but we will stay in Nigeria today, where Shina Peller, who is a lawmaker representing 4 federal constituencies in Oyo State at the House of Representatives, has proposed the scrapping of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. Now, Peller proposed that the Nigerian police force take over the responsibilities of the NSCDC. According to the bill, Shina said that the fragmentation of security resources across multiple competing agencies is counterproductive. He also added that the NSCDC has become a duplication of the Nigerian police force, which has led to avoidable conflict and a waste of scarce resources. Following this, the NSCDC has sent out a communication to Shina Peller, I would say, withdrawing their personnel from him to meet urgent personnel need. I would say this is quite coincidental, but that's the communication right there, which was sent out to Shina Peller, which says, following the directive of the Commandant General on the necessity of the deployment of the command personnel for an urgent national security assignment, on behalf of the State Commandant, I hereby withdraw all the personnel attached to you. This is to meet up with the urgent national need. And of course, you can see them apologizing for any inconvenience that might have caused. But I would say that's quite coincidental if you ask me, because he's asking for NSCDC to be scrapped. And then the next thing, you get that. So that's what is trending at the moment. Of course, people are reacting. But before I come back to you, Joe Oluchi, because I know you have lots to say about that, I want to see some of the reactions people have made on that one. That one is from Abdul Rahman. Abdul says, actually, Shina Peller is right. The role of police is being duplicated by the civil defense, but only merging them won't actually solve the problem. What our police actually need is more than manpower. It's training, and it's retraining and imbibing the culture of discipline in them. That's what Abdul Rahman has to say about that. That one is from Shina Balogun. Shina says, I disagree with Honorable Shina Peller on this. The NSCDC has over 50,000 federal employees nationwide. We should be providing employment opportunities and not ending them. Of course, he has a solid point right there. Now, that one is from Queen Latifah. Queen says, why do they want to scrap NSCDC? Do they have an idea that the number of people that will become jobless is, of course, a large amount? Now, what's the meaning of that bill from Shina Peller, please? That's how Queen Latifah feels about that one. And that one finally is from Femi Orelesi. Femi says, Shina Peller wants NSCDC scrap and its personnel moved to Nigeria Police Force. But in all honesty, the best I've seen Lagos NSCDC do is chase after diesel tankers with bikes just to collect bribes. Every government security agency is created for bribe.
Haba. How can he say that?
Wow.
You know what's talking about this story, Elizabeth? For me, it's the response he got from the NSCDC.
I agree, because
well, I'm not assuming it was a coincidence. I'm not assuming that. I think that may have been direct or indirect response to
it's actually a direct response.
It's direct, if you ask me.
Direct. They're just saying, okay, fine. It's a case of, for me, I'm thinking of it as a case of a baby complaining to the mother, mommy, you know what, your stew is too oily, and the mother says, don't worry, no more food for you. It's okay. Go ahead.
Do you think that NSCDC should be scrapped?
In all honesty, from my own perspective, I don't think they should be scrapped. I think they should actually just find a way to address what they ought to do and what they ought not to do. Someone just said they chase after diesel suppliers.
Their roles.
So define their roles properly. I think rather than scrap any security outfit, just my thought, we should actually bolster them. We should have more.
Well, in my own opinion, I think they should merge. They should be taken out, even though they've been created as far back as 1967. But if you look at the budget that has been put out for NCDC, 1 year they were asking for 16 billion naira just to cater for them.
5,000 people employed under that.
No, but if you merge them with other security agencies, they will still be employed. In fact, they just need the orientation and ensuring that they shouldn't chase tankers. I mean,
I think we have quite a number of security bodies, if you ask me.
And their responsibility overlap each other, if you notice. Overlapping responsibility.
But they need to just clearly define the roles of all the security bodies, so we actually know what this person is doing, what these ones are doing, because we can't be having duplicity of roles. So I understand where it's coming from, but that response by NSCDC.
That response. So he has no personnel now. Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Okay, now still in Nigeria. Now a tweet by the presidential aide and lawyer Reno Omokri has left many people talking on social media. According to him, men must provide for their wives because there is nothing like shared burden in marriage. He added that in as much as a woman didn't beg her husband to marry her, that's the more reason why he must provide for her. Now, there's a post he made right there, and he said that, you know what, you are under no obligation to do anything for your girlfriend, but if you marry her, you are under obligation to do everything for her. There is nothing like share the burden. She did not beg you to marry her, so if you're not ready, don't carry her. And that response right there is from Oyo State, who of course we know is from one of the reality shows. It says, as difficult as this may sound, I think Reno may be correct, and then he went on to say so many things. But this has obviously created quite, massive conversation on social media. But the big question here is, should men be made to carry all the burden in marriage? Oluchi and Joe. Joe.
I'm waiting for Joe to respond so I could just give him a counter.
It's impossible. It's called teamwork. It's not about carrying the burden. The burden here, we're talking about financial angle, right? The financial status then. So it's a shared responsibility. It's teamwork. That's what marriage is. So when two people get together, they actually decide, okay, you know what, it's teamwork. Where I can carry, I carry. Where I can't carry, you carry. So it's a shared responsibility. I don't buy the idea. I agree with the response that, I mean, the Holy Book, nowhere would you see where it's pointed at the woman should always, but come on. The women are also known to be beautiful, fine in the house, take care of the house, manage the home, and so on. But there's nowhere that says that they should not contribute.
Well,
you know what? Let's see some of the reactions. But Oluchi, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, just like one of the person, just like the guy put out there, he said, I think he may be correct. Well, I don't think, I know, and I feel.
So what are you doing here, Oluchi?
Correct. I'm just doing this for passion, Joe. This is passion.
So wait. I don't mean to ask you this question on national TV. Lizzie, just go on. I'm going to ask her later.
Let's see some of the reactions people have made about this on social media. That one is from Mama Amaka. She says, do what works for you and your partner and make una they try reduce this pressure una they put on men. Now why they no green marry? Wow. That one is from Papi Tino. Papi says, what exactly is the benefit of getting married as a man? Because I can't seem to find any. Because it seems like women are having it all these days. That one is from That Tech Guy. That Tech Guy says, the Bible was written when women were not expected to work in offices. Now that they do, the game has changed. Maybe there was no female spiritual leader in the Bible, and now we have. Time changes everything. He has a point there. And we still have more responses on that, but that's as much as we can take this morning.
Oluchi, did you take note of that statement?
No.
Then they were not required to work.
No.
Now, so my big question is, Oluchi, what are you doing at News Central?
This is for passion. This is a hobby. I enjoy doing it.
So when you collect the salary,
from the bottom of my heart.
When you collect the salary, do you use it in the house?
Do you know if I just go and give it out? You don't know what I do with it. It's passion. It's just the benefit of passion.
I need to know your husband, man.
I just believe that everyone should actually support. I don't believe that the man should carry all the burden. I do not believe. I do not agree with that.
So that's relative. Burden is relative. If the man is carrying 80% and the woman is carrying 20, that's still okay. If the man is carrying 95 and the woman is carrying 5, it's still, if the man is carrying 99, the woman is carrying... But
did you see that post? Okay. That post said you don't have any business. Like, it clearly cut it out that men should do everything. And I don't believe in that.
I don't agree with that. He probably meant majority. So there are sometimes you might have to read in between the lines. I'm just assuming.
Under no obligation.
But really, if you came to propose to me, Lizzie, if Joe came to propose to me, I'm sitting on my own, and Joe proposes to me as and he's seeing what I'm made of. Are you telling me that he's expecting me to work for him?
So my question, as we look to wrap this up, to you and Lizzie, is before he came to propose to you, were you not taking care of yourself?
In my father's house, with my father's name behind my name.
Case closed. We will not end this if we continue this discussion. I'm telling you.
It continues, certainly.
Well, thank you so much, Lizzie. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth Musa. Always bringing the latest trends from across the continent.